Yeah, they really tried to knock me down, but they didn't knock me down. I've been through some ups and downs, but I still keep my smile. I'ma make my mama proud. I'm a king, I'ma rock my crown. They really tried to knock me down, but they didn't. Peace, life, and love. We're here with another episode here on Peace TV. You're rocking with your host, Brother Peace. And I'm with a powerful divine brother right now. You want to introduce yourself and let the people know a little bit about yourself, good brother? As you over here enjoying your dragon fruits, man. Feeling good, huh?
I'm holding the mic too. Yes, give thanks. All right. Malcolm Emilio, original man of creation. Stepping light, breathing easy, doing the works. I'm grateful for the time, grateful for the platform. Looking forward to sharing some insights and just activating. Yeah.
Indeed, good brother. Well, we got Malcolm Emilio here on Peace TV today, and we tapping into the vibration of peace. You rocking with Brother Peace, man. So I like to get different perspectives around peace, life, and things, and get more understanding around peace. So I just would like to see your perspective around peace, brother. What does peace look like to you in this life?
Yeah, give thanks again. Peace, my brother, peace. All right. There's many different layers to that concept of peace in my life experience. More than anything, the loudest echo is just unity. Peace is a collective ascension. That's what signifies, a layer of peace for me that's on the front line is seeing the collective ascend and be affirmed in the works happening. That's peace to me. That's that feeling of peace, is to see everyone around me ascending mutually.
Okay, that's a powerful perspective right there. I definitely can resonate with that and relate to that, good brother. I feel like it's vital to get your perspective because we all got our own different perspectives of how we view things in this life. We all have different lifestyles and how we carry ourselves. All have different perspectives on things. So I really appreciate you sharing your perspective on peace. So, peace, brother. So when it comes to peace, I want to know, how do you naturally tap into your version of peace? Like, what are some natural things that you tap into that put you in that state of peace within yourself? Or like you may not be feeling that peace, going through some hard times, some challenges, some blockages. How do you, maneuver around that to tap into that frequency of peace?
Yeah, give thanks. I feel that, just that, once again, that concept of peace, that feeling, that emotion that comes from me just creating, just from an intuitive space, just being able to express myself in any creative form, that naturally it generates that for me. It brings that feeling for me. Yeah, being able to create something from that pure space in my mind without, external influence. That, like, reaching that space and being able to create from there, that's my peace. That brings me peace, to reach that space of just being able to express myself from intuition.
That's divine, bro. I could definitely resonate with that as well. I'm a creator as well, and I definitely tap into that zone of creating and channeling. Sometimes as creators, we some things block us where we can't, tap in and express ourselves. What are some things you feel like prevent creators from tapping into that free expression to create, Or what are some things that have stopped you along your journey that you can maybe share that can help some people, when it comes to creating and things blocking that creative energy?
All right. I don't know how many people are gonna like this answer, but from I embarked on my journey as a creative, I've never had a block, or like I've never not been inspired. I've never had to ask myself what to create. I've never been in a yeah, I've just been in a space when I think I just when I went into my artistry itself, I went in with a just a commitment to spirit. Like I just submitted to my spirit to say like I'm just gonna to channel from this connection that I found with me and myself, you know. And I think that space right there is what just kept me in such a consistent creative flow that I haven't really experienced that. But what I know and can say to anybody that is or has experienced that is really just like you can't doubt it, and you have to be ready to like really really give it, as cliche as it sounds, give it everything you got. You know what I'm saying? Like really submit to that internal, energetic, how would I say, control. Like, you know, submit to that. Being able to really just create from a space that is coming from you, because your source is infinite, and that's something I went into art with. Is that my source is infinite. The only time I would need inspiration or I would be in a block is if I'm looking for the source outside of me. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm looking outside for like things to inspire me. Because everything that I found so far was like sitting in silence or sitting in, you know, in certain natural elements and being able to just upload those reminders and then just continuously channel from that. So I just tell people not to doubt it and really submit to your spirit.
The brother says, submit to your spirit and don't doubt it, and allow it to flow. You feel me? And believe in yourself and believe in the infinite creative abilities within your being. You feel me? Shout out to Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? We got some creative, powerful pieces right here, man. Like you were saying, you was tapping into that creative energy. You've been doing that for a long time. Now let the people know about some of these pieces we got behind us. Like, you know, what is these art pieces reflecting? Like, you feel me?
You know, these are just. Oh, sorry, my fault. These are hieroglyphical expressions of the works. These are yeah, just energetic expressions of my journey and my experiences. And the pattern that you see in the works is if you look at between your index finger and your thumb, if you look at your skin, you'll see a triangle repeating itself over and over. And that's essentially what my hieroglyphical expression represents. It's your skin pattern repeating itself over and over. So that way everyone will resonate with it because you'll be familiar with it because it's on you, you know? And I think that when I came to this space was, you know, during plant medicine, wanting to just communicate without words, you know, just something that wasn't verbal that I could go and put anywhere at any time around the world that will be able to, you know, speak to whoever it needs to in a different space than this physical space, you know. So yeah, that's yeah, these pieces are also just, you know, the colorways and I guess just the composition. A lot of these are to regenerate genetic memory, you know, and to provide reminders and cultural identity affirmations. You know, my work is for us to really just see ourselves in it and see the different layers of our, you know, our genealogy, our mitochondrial DNA is represented in like the features of you know, the figures that I represent or that are in my art, and just the portals. Those are all mycelium webs that connect us to those reminders. My work is, you know, it's just a part of that kinetic flow that contributes to the collective ascension. You feel me?
That kinetic flow, that mycelium connection, that really stood out to me in that last parts of what you just expressed, brother. Thank you for going in and sharing that. You know, it really shines and emits a powerful frequency. You feel me? You feel me? Still work in progress, but divine work is definitely in progress. You feel me, brother? Yeah, like I said, what stood out to me, that mycelium. You feel me? Mycelium is that connectivity, things connected and rooted. You feel me? What is mycelium, brother? You feel me? Like, cause, you know, I'm Brother Peace. You know, I'm from Richmond, California. A lot of people don't even know what mycelium means, brother. Like, you know, when I was growing up, I didn't know what mycelium was. You know, I honestly didn't find out about mycelium within the last like 4 years, brother. Honestly, you feel me? It's people in my family still don't know what that shit is, but they tune into my platform and definitely peek in and tune into the vibration. So I would like you to share some awareness around that to educate some of my brothers and sisters around the Mycelium network.
And more than anything, it is the tool and an instrument to harmonize and attune humanity to the Earth's frequency. You feel me? That's what the mycelium really does. The mycelium is that current that allows the communication between the circadian rhythm, the frequency of the planet, and the natural vibration of the human body to all be in attunement and harmony. The mycelium does that. It connects all of that. It rebirths, regenerates, restores, replenishes, rejuvenates, activates all of that. It's infinite potential to replenish, the Earth's energetic auric field, you could say, To inoculate the planet would be to recalibrate the Earth's auric fields, and to restore the Earth to its original vitality is to have the mycelium network flourish in abundance around the planet.
The mycelium. That was a lot right there the brother touched on. Definitely shared a lot of information and gems around the mycelium. So, if you're definitely tuning in, take the time to really reflect on that. You know what I'm saying? It's been here before our existence. You know, it's been here for a very long time. And why do you feel like that's not something that, isn't heavily promoted or, in the educational systems for humanity to know that, for something that's so dominant and present and been here on this planet for a long time?
That's a great question, Brother Peace. Give thanks. Very activating question. Very stimulating. I would like to say that with your question being why isn't there more knowledge, information, why isn't there more spaces where we could hear, why isn't it a commonality for us to interact and hear and know about the mycelium? And I'm guessing we're referencing our lifetime, right? Because even if we want to take 100 years span, right? 100 years, from our age right now to the last 100 years, okay? And I'm going to say, yeah, the world, but mostly a certain portion of the world, the Americas and such, Europe. There's, a white supremacist, Eurocentric colonization, indoctrinative process that attempts to ensure that certain levels of information don't reach the masses so that level of consciousness and awareness can't be reached again. I think something that's really interesting that I've been wanting to touch on, learning a little bit about the mushrooms, the main names I'm hearing, like Paul Stamets. What's the other guy's name? Rogan, I think. There's Terrence McKenna, and some other guys that, like when they made that movie, The Fantastic Fungi. I don't know if y'all have seen that movie. It's on Netflix. Really interesting movie. Great visuals, great concepts. Awkward, monotone white man narration. But, like, other than that, like, they really took a lot of time to talk about their experiences and not acknowledge any of the other indigenous experiences around the planet, which is already a left turn, right? So with that being said, I'm addressing those same people who have, expressed that the hero dose, the threshold, 5 to 7 grams of mushrooms. Don't eat more than 5 to 7 grams of mushrooms because you know what could happen, right? You might get a bad trip. You might experience something crazy. You might, whatever they said, instant psychosis, all the things that they said, right? Who's they? The same people that I just referenced are the people who are putting out the global sounds on what mycelium and what the mushrooms and what its global potentials are, right? So those same people are the people telling the world not to consume more than 5 to 7 grams of mushrooms, right? So we have an elder now, a great mystical elder named Baba Kalindi. You know, Baba Kalindi, i.e. And I really given thanks for certain pillars and, you know, and living affirmations to come forward and activate certain perspectives for us, right? So when we're with our elder now and he shows us that we can eat a lot more mushrooms than that, it's not about, yeah, of course we could do that, but why can we do that, right? And this is to swing it around to why they don't want you to have access to this information. You know, all forms of just exploring the mycology, you know, and learning about just different elements on how they can assist in this journey, you know. And yeah, I think my position and interaction with the mycelium is yeah, just a very sacred, intentional connection to the source, you know, and just being ready, able, and willing to receive information and really apply it, you know. I think that's a really big thing that like that's where the plant ancestors came from, was like connecting with my ancestors through the plants, but in that connection, like ancestors really communicating with you to the point where you know, you can't act like you didn't get certain information once you got it, you know. And once you retrieve that information and you choose to go to that space and upload that, you need to really know or figure out how you're going to apply that into your life, you know? And I think that's it's a big part of the mycelium connection to me, is like really applying the disciplines that come from the connection to the ancestors through these plants, you know? Yeah.
You say that's one of your biggest lessons from the mycelium, like learning to apply the discipline from the downloads and apply what you
into your reality.
Okay.
It's giving you access to that information for a reason, you know, not just so we can just know it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I say I definitely resonate with that, brother. Thank you for going in on that. Has anything tested your peace lately? Has anything tested your peace lately?
Okay.
As in, like, within your journey, man. I would like for you to share that. You know.
Colonization. You know what I'm saying? That's always got me feeling away. Yeah. So only things that test my peace are things that I let test my peace, you know? Because it's like you choose what it is you're going to activate when you're accepting these feelings and emotions, you know, from what you're experiencing in life. So things that have tried to test my peace, you know, have definitely been, you know, energy that comes to you for the wrong reasons, and you just have to figure out like how that got to you, you know. It's like it definitely tested your peace, but you may have done something that brought that energy forward. So I feel like every test is also like a lesson learned, you know. But yeah, things that test me are really just like colonizing concepts, you know, or structures and rules that are in play right now that are limiting the free expression of humanity, you know? Those things really get to me. And the appropriation of culture, you know? That makes me feel the way. Those things test me, you know? Yeah, just being in spaces where the wrong people are trying to tell the right story, you know? And it's like, I'm not in the one to judge and say who's the wrong people, but it's like who feels it knows it, you know? Those things make me feel the way. Is people that are perpetuating the energy of certain positions they were put in from stuff that happened a long time ago that they have the chance to change now, you know? Yeah. Let me just keep it at that.
Okay, indeed, brother. Okay, well, yeah, I had to, ask you, about things testing your peace, because it's not always at, you're not always at peace. Things come at you at different times in your life, there's just a balance. I say. Well, I also was wondering, brother, you're a world traveler, you've been around the world, and I wanted to get to know, where's some places that you traveled to that you tapped into some deep levels of peace within yourself, you would say.
All right. I've been crystal mining for about 5.5, 6 years, and that has allowed me to go into the earth, like into caves and up to high elevations, and those spaces have been, one of the most activating, replenishing, being able to, see a wall of minerals, quartz popping out, or to be at 7,000 feet elevation and just be like, mining with your pick and knowing that your little vessel has been guided to retrieve these minerals that have been fermenting for eons. It's just your little hand in there, like, I'm gonna preserve this, make sure it get to another part of the world with intention. So that feeling is one and more recently in Ecuador. I was in Ecuador at the end of the last year and earlier this year. I was there for 2 months, and we was driving through Chimborazo in Ecuador, which is this part of the Andes Mountains that has like big snow ice mountains, and we're driving up to this one peak to look out, and I think we're at maybe 5,000, 4,000 elevation. We're up there driving, and we just see this this big patch of grass with these big humps in it. Like the grass just got like these energetic humps in the big humps. I couldn't describe it. And we're like, yo, slow down, slow down. And you see these cows over there. Like, yo, let's go look over there. So we get out, we go looking, and we just find like all of these psilocybin mushrooms just growing in like these humps. I got the video on my phone. I can show y'all. And we was just up there like yo, we on top of this mountain right now. The cows are right there, and then there's these bulls like watching, protecting the cows. But they're all right there, probably asking why are we looking in their poop. But we was retrieving the medicine, and it was so mystical. So that was just one of the last, or one of the moments that recently that brought me that joy. Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. I definitely feel like it's vital for us to embrace our peace within ourselves, to have that frequency of joy radiating within us. You feel me? Like, because there's so many things that suppress us as melanated men on this planet. You feel me? That could cause us to be at pain or not be joyful or always focusing on the negative. You feel me? I'm growing up in a negative environment and just seeing so much negativity and people conditioned to view life in a negative perspective and not value life. So that was a common thing in my environment. So I feel like we need to definitely tap into that frequency of happiness and joy and enjoying this expression of life and not looking at it as a negative perspective or, you feel me? So I appreciate you. I'm sharing that, brother. You feel me? We got to create our peace. It's infinite ways to create our peace on this planet. You feel me? However your expression is, tap into that and be authentic with that and allow yourself to be true and in tune with that. And you should definitely feel that peace and joy within yourself. Indeed, brother. I would like to, do you have anything else to share, or any positive message, or anything you feel like our people need to hear? You feel me? Coming from you.
Yeah. Give thanks. I know I said a lot tonight, but I'm grateful for this opportunity. Like I said, so I'm really just trying to let as much of it come forward as I can, and for about maybe 6 years, 7 years, I've been channeling this work based around life force energy, right? And I've been circumnavigating the planet, just doing my my work and personal study on the coexistence of humanity and natural resources. And that's how we interact and communicate with the world around us, right? So amongst that, I came up with these 9 perspectives that will allow you to harvest and generate life force energy for yourself, right? And it's a vision that I see being a global, even galactic concept that allows, you know, a mutual like growth and collective ascension, you know, and it's based off the 369, you know, like that oscillating current, like. So the first 3 would be reason, intention, and purpose. You know, have a reason for what you're doing. You know, put some intention into it, and let it have a purpose that's bigger than you, right? And then the next 3 would be awareness, creation, and preservation. You know, we're in the age of information, age of Aquarius. You're becoming aware of a lot of new stuff every day. That's the awareness, you know. You having the ability to think of something and then do it, or create something, make food, create an idea, that's the creation. And then preservation, making sure that you can preserve it so the next generations have access to it and that it can't be colonized, right? And then the last 3 is cultivation, sustainable living, and holistic medicine. You know, cultivation, we're growing our own food. Sustainable living, you're living in harmony with the planet. And holistic medicine, just having concepts that are outside of pharmaceutical medicine and such, right? And those 9 perspectives applied into your life in any way that you can are naturally going to allow you to harvest and, you know, generate some life force energy for your journey. And yeah, I think that's something that I really want to leave everyone with as a word sound from me to the world. You know, give thanks for life. We got this. I'm grateful for the time shared, you know, for the activations that we were able to set off within one another. And yeah, just looking forward to more building, you know, more growth and awareness, you know, and everybody just building and learning from each other's journeys and stories. You feel it? Yeah, so we stay relevant.
Stay relevant, create your peace, do it whatever is necessary for you to feel at peace within yourself. And I really appreciate the brother, man. It's a late night in LA, you feel me? Your brother Peace from the Bay, and I just give thanks, man. I'm tired, I'm not even gonna lie. I had a long day today, but I had to definitely tap in and get this build with the brother, tap into the connection and the essence of brotherhood, and him sharing his expressions today and his perspective of peace and life, you feel me? And I appreciate the people taking the time to tune in and receiving this energy, this frequency, these channels, these downloads. And stay tuned for more episodes of Peace TV. How could the people keep up with you, good brother? Or if they want to tap in with you?
You know, if you want to tap in with me, just tap in with yourself, you know? Yeah, just learn more about yourself. I'm going to learn more about myself. And that's going to bring us all closer to the source, and we'll see each other right there, you know, as long as everybody focus on themselves and grow and learn, you know. But, you know, I'm in the virtual world, but there's going to be a link right here. All right, so just put it right there when I say that part. Yeah, stay relevant. We got this. Malcolm Emilio, original man of creation. Give thanks.
Give thanks. Peace and love.
Yeah, they really tried to knock me down, but they didn't knock me down. I've been through some ups and downs, but I still keep my smile. I'ma make my mama proud. I'm a king, I'ma rock my crown. They really tried to knock me down, but they didn't knock me down. I'm Brother Peace coming out of Richmond, not tryna be like these other niggas, I'm coming different. All these positive vibes got me feeling uplifted. Took a couple shots, I'm so glad I'm living. I got purpose in this life, so I'm